Hello, it's Dominique. I want to share with you a project I just finished. I made a series of tutorials in French for how to make it. So if you can understand the French, or if you can understand how I made everything just by looking at the video, you can make your own. Other than that, you can check a video tutorial from Claire from My Creative Spirit. She made this little Valentine never-ending album, I think. So anyways, if you want to know the exact video, just write in the comment box and I will give you the link to her channel. So I got inspired by her for this album. I've already made one album with the Wild and Free paper collection about a couple months ago, and I've shared that video. So now I'm sharing the one that I made with this paper collection, which is Boho Vibes from Paper Studio. These are pretty much in the paper pad, like paper pad in the section in Hobby Lobby, and it's cardstock. I watched a video from Frances from your Book of Memories, and she has used this one, and she said it was cardstock. I was surprised. Oh, I didn't know that. So I went right away. I went to the store and bought some, and it was perfect. Really, not too thick, not too thin, just perfect, smooth. You don't see the glue through because I use wet glue, and it makes really good projects. So I'm going to show you what I made with this one. I made a couple projects already with this paper collection, but this one here is my latest. If you can see it. Yep. Sorry if it's not very bright here. I don't have much light. So this is an album that has two covers, chipboard covers, but they don't have any spine. So I'll show you how it works. And we have two bows, one on each side. And why do we have the bows on the lower part, like lower half of the album, is because most of the pockets and the interactions are on the bottom. Even though I try to make my interactions a little bit on the higher on the page so that it kind of balances everything, but still it's better if you put your ribbons like just the beginning of the second half. So here what I did, I used one of the cutouts from the paper collection, and I just popped it with chipboard on a piece of chipboard cover with paper, and also a little bit of my cheesecloth that I like so much to use. I got a little bouquet of flowers that really match the collection. Some are beige here, but if you'll see inside the book that there's a lot of wood, so this kind of matches the wood. I didn't put flowers in there. I could add some, maybe I will, but I'll see. Especially the pages that have the wood paper, like you see, like wood here, and then you have some in here, like streaks of wood. So I might add a couple flowers down there. I think it would be really nice. And also what I did is I made this little dream catcher, as you can see. I'm pretty proud of it. I've made some before, and but this one's really tiny. What I use is I use a ring. Like if you go at the dollar store, you can get a bunch of little rings, like bracelet rings. And so that's what I used for the dream catcher. It was just the right size that I needed for this album. So I just ran this little pattern here. So you can, if you want to make that, you can. I learned on YouTube how to make that, so you can search and find that for sure. And I used just the right color pink that I needed, and this is just embroidery floss. So that's what it is. So I'm going to show you here. So also the ribbon, as you can see, is you'll see inside that those little tents are really present, and the stickers and the paper. And this I got a Hobby Lobby too. I have seen a video, a lady that had made an album with this paper collection, and she used this ribbon, and I asked her, where did you get that? She said, a Hobby Lobby. That's where I shop my stuff too. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go check that out, and I found it there. So I said, I have to use that. I put a lot of it because when you have a big wide ribbon, you have to have more, the bows are bigger, so you need to have more length. So I left like almost I would say 2.5 feet on each side. So this is the front. So what I do is I just open it here, and all you can see is the hinges are just like, I think I put 1/2 inch here. You can put, if you want to make less interactions in your books, you can have less here if you want, but I think this is a nice size, 1/2 inch or 3/8. This is 1/2 inch, so that you can have some interesting interactions in your pages. So the first page here, you have, okay, I know what it is. I was looking for this one. I tell you where it went. As you can see, I have a file, and I have a little pocket back here, so I can tuck a little card there. I think I'm gonna decorate it. I kind of forgot that I had put that there, and I've finished the book, so I'm gonna do a little strip of paper, little trim of paper there, just to make it nice. So here you have the file. So it's got a magnet here, and I have a pocket on the front. So just this little card. This again is from Claire from my Creative Spirit. So those cards, the way you make them is you just glue on each side, so that when you can put pictures there, maybe picture here and journal, and you can tuck something underneath here, because it's just glued on the edges here. So I think that's absolutely magnificent. And here I have this big 4-envelope file where I can put so many things in there. So that's page 1. Page 2 is got 2 pockets. I'm going to show you. I put a long card so that it goes all the way down, because those go all the way down, and also a shorter one so that it doesn't go too high up. Again, Claire from my Creative Spirit. And you might think these are only pockets, but also what they are flaps. So you can add, I would do journaling here, and you can add more photos in the pockets here. And these flaps are held closed because of the cards, but this one, since there's nothing on it, I put a magnet. There's nothing on top of it to hold it closed, so I put this little magnet. So I think that was pretty smart from Claire from my Creative Spirit. Also here, next page. So here I have a belly band. So it's just a belly band. You can put stuff in it. Let me get a card and show you how this works. So you can have stuff that goes through. As you can see, it goes right through. So you can put many cards. Like I can put this much. If you're, photos. If your photo is this high, like 6 inch, or 5.5 or 5, you can put at least 10 of them, because there's a lot of room. And here on the top, I made, because I always like to put something on my belly bands. This is a belly band, even though it's vertical, it's still a belly band. I always like to put an interaction on it. I don't just have the belly bands with nothing on it. So I used one of the cutouts from the paper collection, and I left this one right next to it because I thought it was really completing the colors all together. So here you have a little pocket, I think. Yep, little pocket here. And here you have photo mat. I used some stickers. Also, I had bought some stickers at Hobby Lobby that kind of matched pretty much the paper collection. 2 different sticker sheets, both from Paper Studio, I think. So that's that page. Now this page here, you've got a pocket. This is a really nice picture. I didn't want to cut it. I needed something like a big page, so I decided to just make a tuck spot or pocket that's glued on the corners. So you can put photos in there, like 4, 5, 6 for sure. And this is a little booklet, so if I open this here, I'm going to show you what it is. Hope I didn't make a knot here. Okay, so I just matted here. I put a couple of stickers in there, and here I think I have another one here somewhere, maybe not. Another sticker here, another photo mat here, and I used some of the sticker here too. This is a clear sticker from the Paper Studio. So the thing is that book, if you have some photos that are like the large one, and you have some portrait direction, that's good, you're good. But what if suddenly you have a landscape? You don't want to have to turn your book out all the time. So what you do is just turn the booklet, not the whole book. It's got a little pivot underneath here, and you keep looking at your photos, and then oops, you have one of these portrait, you go back, and there's a little magnet to block it. See, it's not moving. It's got a magnet right here underneath. So I think that was smart. This is an idea from Rosa Kelly. Thank you, Rosa, for your idea and your inspiration. And then next page here. So we have a big pocket. So I wanted to make, okay, this is tuck spot right here. So I wanted to make a simple, because I kind of like to have a flat interaction and then a thicker one. So here you see a flat one, even though there's this, still good, because you have to get within this hinge or gusset. So I always have like a flat one and then a bigger one. So I try and do that. So here I have the flat one. I put this big card here. You can put a photo here, some journaling here. You can put another photo here if you want to. Here you have the spots here for a larger one. Journaling, same thing here. And then on the back. So I think that, here at the back. So I think those are pretty cool. So I just use the border pattern from the paper collection to make that pocket. Next one here, I have this here. So this is, here you have a little pocket. My pockets, they all glue all the way to the edges now. I don't make them anymore that just glued around. I don't think that's very professional. So if you want to make your work really nice, you have to have some that tuck underneath. So as long as you taper the corner right here so that we don't see it, and then you can have things that are all the width here you need. So that's a big pouch, so you can put stuff in its accordion, as you can see. So here I think I made one too many fold here. It's not that, don't need that much, but still you have this much that can go. But I wouldn't go all that much, because then you only get this much, and this is kind of a little thick. So if it goes like this big, this thick with stuff inside, I think that would be just good, just great. And then at the end I will explain to you why this book is made that way. Next page, so we're going to the end. So this is the back of the book, as you can see. So I have a plate here with a cutout, plate underneath, some burlap, some stickers, free spirit. And the thing is that when you're there, you undo this bowl, and then you just continue. You have the whole thing continuing on the other side, which is cool. So here I made my 3-ribbon kind of belly band I like to make. Here I make again one of the cards from Claire, and I punched 2 holes here and ran a little piece of tulle, same color. And here I used this again, and I made an envelope. So easy, just knotted. So that's cool. Next page, here you have a tuck spot. No tuck spot, this is a belly band. You can have a couple things or something thick so that it stays there. If it's too thin, it might fall down. I didn't put a stopper here. I'm not gonna put any one either. Okay, so this is the envelope closure. So you just open this and this. Here you can do some journaling. You can have a little tiny photo or something, but journaling mostly. And then it opens like this, because sometimes you have people make envelopes and they just, let me get this right, and it's glued all the way there, and then you try and reach, and it's too high to have stuff like access to stuff. So I like to open it, so I just open it literally. And this is photo mat here, photo mat here. Here I used, it's upside down because this pocket is going to go this way, so I didn't want the cards to fall off, so that's why I put it that way. But this is, I've seen that in one video, and I can't find it anymore because I searched for it to give you the link, but I couldn't find it. So this is a zipper I used here, and I just glue some paper here around, and you have the zipper here tucking underneath. So it's a pocket, so you can put stuff in there. And I left it open all the way to here because it needed to be glued on. I could have done it wrapped. Maybe next time I'll wrap it around, but this was the first time that I did it. Here I need to glue in, and I think it's pretty cool. It can go all the way down, as you can see. Of course, the zipper doesn't go up. It's glued there. So here you have photo mat here again, and here again. Another one here, another one here. So 2 flaps here, and here I have 2 pockets. So one higher one and then a lower one here. So it's cute. So I like that page pretty much. This is the zipper that wants to go there. If you want to put the zipper, make sure you have enough gusset here, because the zipper cursor, you call it cursor? I don't know. The zipper handle, it's pretty thick, so you need to have some space here. Next page, here I have you think it's just the 1 card in the belly band. This is the illusion belly band. So if I pull, you'll see that I have 2 cards. So one is not as wide. It goes into this pocket that stops here. If you want to know how to make this pocket, just let me know. I'll give you the link to the tutorial. And this one goes all the way in there. Amazing, huh? This one I don't know where I got the ideas. I've had this idea for a while. Here you have, I took 2 envelopes and I just glued them on the one on the back of the other one, and I inversed them, so we have the opening on one side here, and then you have another one here. So it's pretty fun. Next page, here I have the waterfall cascade, of course. So here I used one of the cutouts from the paper collection, and I just it was too narrow to fill the whole card, so I just added this little piece here and 2 stickers from the sticker sheet, and I put a little button here, and then you have this waterfall cascade. Works so well. I love making those. I think I'm going to make one every single album I make now. Next one here. So here you have a tuck spot that I made here, as you can see, because I thought it was pretty dull as a page, and I didn't want to add too much because it was already pretty thick. So I said, okay, I'm just going to add this. And also I have this nice cute little border from the sticker sheet. If you want to know the name of the sticker sheet, just let me know. I'll find that out for you, and I'll put that in the comment. So I made a tuck spot out of it. It goes all the way to the edges like this. So this one you open. On the tutorial, I had glued this ribbon here underneath right here, but then when I was making the knot in the bow, it was too thick to go into this gusset. So I removed it, and then I just glued it a little further. I could have made it further in the center, but I wanted to leave some space for maybe gluing a photo in there, so that the knot, when I make the knot, it's mostly on the top, not on the edge. So that's something you have to think when you have a knot and you want to make on this side. It's not the best thing, because it goes into the gusset. So make sure it goes right here. I did the same on the other, when I did the Wild and Free. It says Wild and Free, but it's not the same. Wild and Free album that I did the same. It's the expandable. So here you open this like this, and you open again in here. So here you have a little pocket here, and you can put a photo here too. Photo mat journaling. Put some stickers here. Here you have 3 pockets. So you have the one that goes all the way down. So I don't have a big enough card to show you, but it goes all the way down. This one also goes all the way down. And this one here for, I like to have it tiny, to end with a tiny one, because if you have little photos, little something, and these are too deep to hold them, so it's really convenient to have those. So when you do those kind of pockets, always have a smaller one here. And as you can notice, my design on the paper is just continuing. So there's a way to do that. If you want to do learn how to do that, I can show you. I'll give you the link to the tutorial where I showed that. Here you have the same. And what I did is I wanted to add a little something. So what I did is I added this swing tab here, and it opens again for more photos here. So I thought that was cool. I saw that when I did a review on my old Christmas book. I had used this interaction. I said, oh yeah, I haven't used that afterwards. I kind of forgot about it. So I said, okay, I'm going to do that, because it's perfect, because you get to have your brad right here, and you don't take any space. Like, you don't have to get your flap so low that your swing tab goes on top of it. So it's kind of saving some space. So that's that one. And tie that back here. The next page right here is kind of a what do you call it? Bulletin board. You don't pin anything, but you can tuck things in there. So you have this side here. Have this one here, can tuck something there, like tiny things. I would tuck them there instead of putting them in little pockets. And this one I've glued on the corner here. This one just on the side, and this one on the corner. So you have so many spaces to put tiny little things that are flat, of course, because there's no gusset there. And that's it. That's the books. And you get back to the beginning. How cool is that? So I want to show you what the purpose of making that album is. That if you want, you can have that as thick as you want. Like, you can add whatever you want, embellishments, whatever. But I really suggest that you don't do any thick stuff on the fold here, because you don't have the room here with the gussets. But you can have it not closed completely, and that one not closed completely, and the same here and here, and it would get so wide, so thick. I mean, you can add whatever you want, and you don't have to worry about the gussets if there's room, as long as you work only on the edge where you put your embellishments. So that's the purpose of it. And also I want to show you what it does when it's all open. So I'm going to open it like this. And here, as you can see, it's like an accordion book. Let's remove that one. So you see, it starts here. That's the back. All the pages here, here, and here. And it goes on. And then you just flip it around. I'm going to lose all my cards there. And it goes that way. And you have the same on this side. And all those pages. How cool is that? It's amazing. I really love making this kind of album. It's really a lot of fun. It's easy to make. I really highly recommend that you do that. I don't know if I'm right here. Am I? Yes, I am. And then you just finish it like this, and you just tie your bows. And so you can check the tutorial that I made on this book in French, as I said, but I'm sure you can see. And if you want a tutorial, maybe later, but I am so busy right now, I don't have time for this tutorial. I have so many that I have promised already, so I'm not ready for adding or promising any other tutorials. So we'll go like this. So here. So there you go. That's what it is. And these are little feathers that my mother gave me. Those are like 100 years old. I just put little beads in here. Fun to make. So if you liked it, you can click on that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can do so right now, because there's a lot more coming, and you can see all those tutorials and learn so much. And if you have any questions, just write in the comment box. If you have any technical question, I can give you answers, and if I need to make a video to show you how to, I will do that for you. That's the quality of my channel, is that you get personal service, customer service, and you get all the information that you need, and I'm really happy to do that for you. So keep coming and watching my videos, and then until next time, happy scrapping. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.